Australia have crashed to an embarrassing 322-run defeat in the controversial third test against South Africa on Sunday. The tourists began the fourth day in disarray off the field after Steve Smith and David Warner were temporarily stripped of the captaincy and vice-captaincy following the ball-tampering scandal of the previous day. And they ended it in humiliation, collapsing from 57 without loss to 107 all out, losing all second innings wickets for just 50 runs. Wicketkeeper Tim Paine was installed as skipper for the remainder of the match in Cape Town but could not change the tide of the match as the hosts' move took a 2-1 lead in the fiery four-match series. Quinton de Kock and Vernon Philander both reached half-centuries as South Africa set the embattled tourists a world record 430 to chase. Warner and fellow opener Cameron Bancroft, at the centre of the ball-tampering storm on Saturday, made a serene start taking Australia to 57 without loss. But once Bancroft was run out by a superb piece of fielding from South Africa skipper du Plessis, the wheels fell off. Kagiso Rabada removed David Warner for the second time in the match after he was caught at slip by Ab de Villiers. Exactly who did what? Rookie opener Cameron Bancroft has been fined 75% of his match fee and handed 3 demerit points by the International Cricket Council after being charged with attempting to change the condition of the ball, contravening Law 41.3. He admitted doing so by using some sticky tape from the team's kit bag, sticking granules from the pitch to it and using it as an abrasive surface to scuff the ball in pursuit of reverse swing. Captain Steve Smith said he and the leadership group had discussed and agreed the action. He stood down for the rest of the test along with vice-captain David Warner, was handed a one-match suspension by the ICC and fined 100% of his match fee. Who else was in this leadership group? Smith did not expand on that. But in the past Australia have indicated senior bowlers Mitchell Starc and Josh Hazlewood were part of their decision-making unit. Tim Paine's promotion as temporary skipper seems to absolve him. Head coach Darren Lehmann is an obvious authority figure but Smith insists he was not involved on this occasion. Does that check out? Lehmann did appear to speak to 12th man Peter Hanscom via walkie-talkie after TV images caught Bancroft red-handed. Hanscom later spoke to Bancroft, who proceeded to hide the tape down the front of his trousers. Explanations will be required. Why was no on-field sanction taken? First of all, Bancroft appeared to deceive the umpires by showing them the holder for his sunglasses instead of his ad hoc sandpaper. Secondly, his attempts to change the ball simply appeared to be unsuccessful. The umpires looked at the ball and did not take the chance to replace it. Had they done so they could have levied 5 penalty runs against Australia. Do they deserve some credit for fronting up? Not particularly. Even after their plot was uncovered by cameras they made a clear attempt to put the officials off the scent on the field. Only after their guilt was established beyond any serious doubt did Smith and Bancroft appear before the media. Others may not have faced the music quite like that, but others may not have put themselves in that position in the first place. How has Australia's recent behaviour been other than this? To sum up, they are not a popular bunch. They are regarded as the game's most inveterate, though far from only, sledgers. Despite this they have attempted to position themselves as guardians of the line, a concept they used against South Africa in this ill-tempered series. Their reaction to England's disciplinary lapses in the Ashes, notably when Bancroft and Smith gave a jovial press conference on the subject of Johnny Barstow's headbutt greeting, saw them lobbing rocks from a sizable glass house. Have they done this before? Smith was quick to emphasize this was a regrettable first-time offence but skepticism is natural. It could be argued previous transgressions would have been picked up in just the way this one was. But that is unlikely to prevent people poring over footage of recent series, including the Ashes. By Rory Dollar, Press Association sport spinner Keshav Maharaj then struck with successive deliveries to remove Usman Khawaja and Sean Marsh. Morne Morkel, playing in his penultimate test match, then came to the fore by removing the disgraced Australian captain Smith for just 7 with a sharp bouncer that was snaffled by Dean Elgar in the slip cordon. De Villiers took his second catch of the innings, this time off Morkel, to get rid of Mitch Marsh before Pat Cummins was then caught by Aidan Markram first up, attempting to fend off a short ball. Though he immediately reviewed the decision, the third umpire upheld the on-field decision with replays showing the ball smashing into the sweatband on his glove as well as his arm guard. Morkel claimed his 4th scalp when Mitchell Starc offered a straightforward catch to Markram before stand-in skipper Payne embarked on a suicidal run-out that left Nathan Lyon short of his ground. Maharaj thought he had a 3rd wicket after Payne was given out LBW off his bowling, before it was successfully reviewed. But their relief was short-lived as Morkel claimed his 5th wicket of the innings and 9th of the match to dismiss Josh Hazlewood, caught by Vernon Philander at 3rd man. Steve Smith shockingly admitted that he and a so-called leadership group had a discussion at lunch on the 3rd day and decided they would illegally alter the condition of the ball. Cameron Bancroft was subsequently caught on television cameras with yellow sticky tape, which was applied to the rough side of the ball in order for it to pick up more dirt and therefore aid reverse swing. In Smith's press conference, the captain said both his and the team's reputation had been brought into question following the incident. Although he said the decision did not involve Darren Lehman or the rest of the coaching staff, he said it involved a leadership group. However, he did not name names. Sportsmail understands Smith, vice-captain David Warner and bowling trio Nathan Lyon, Josh Hazlewood and Mitchell Starc make up the rest of the senior group who were involved in the decision to manipulate the ball's condition.